Oh, there you are. Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, teacher. I'm sorry, but could you hold on, please?
Okay, okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. All
Hello,
right.
teacher.
Yes, how are
Mm,
you today?
I'm fine. And how about you?
I'm fine, but just
Mm,
a little sleepy.
a little sleepy. Why?
I don't know, maybe because of the weather, because it's really sunny.
Uh-huh.
And when it's really hot, people feel lazy, right?
Aha, yes.
Mm-hmm.
How's the weather there today?
It's really sunny outside. It's really hot outside.
Yes, but I see you wear long sleeves.
This is not really a very, this is, yeah, no, not a thick,
Uh-huh.
uh, yeah, jacket because inside the office we are actually using aircon.
Aha.
Yes,
Okay.
I think we have four aircon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. hmm
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of fans around
Mm-hmm.
us.
Yes.
So, yeah, the weather inside the office is good.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
hmm
How many teachers are there working now?
I am not actually sure.
Mm,
Yeah, if maybe almost 100,
100. Yeah, so many.
almost.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
that's morning and afternoon teachers. Okay.
Aha, yes. Mhm.
Okay. All right. So anyway, today is Thursday. What's your plan for your weekend?
Weekend. I have no special plan yet
Mm-hmm.
because my wife and my children are going to their grandparents' house
Mm-hmm.
on weekends,
Mm-hmm.
uh, except me.
Oh.
I will I will stay home alone. So
Ah.
I think I'm thinking of taking some more class on weekend.
Ah. Okay. That's
Yes,
great.
I haven't I haven't done those kinds of class,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, I will give it a try this weekend.
That's great.
Hmm.
Actually, you can have the class, the weekend class.
Yes.
Yeah, so that you can kill time instead of just waiting and waiting for the day to end, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is going to be really, really boring if you do that. So it's better to have a class.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, well, let us now start with today's lesson.
Hmm.
And I guess today,
Hmm.
okay, so our lesson will be
Hmm.
work, right?
I don't think so. This
Oh, really?
today's lesson is child labor, I think.
Okay, child labor.
Yes. Am I right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Ah,
Yes.
yes, 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 you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
oh,
child labor.
that's a big relief. I didn't. prepare for work.
Okay,
uh,
now let's begin with the first question. So, Danny, what can you tell me about
uh,
child labor?
uh, yes. Child labor is a very serious problem,
Mm-hmm.
and my opinion is that we shouldn't not uh, work. We should not have some children work
Mm-hmm. Or
for
we should
any
not let
let
children work.
yes, we should not let children work for any
Mm-hmm.
reasons
Mm-hmm.
because children has to children have to get a right education at
Mm-hmm.
uh, at some at right time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's why I think so.
Okay, that's right.
Mm,
So, children should only think about themselves while they're still young. They should only think of their studies,
mm-hmm.
uh, their friends. And they should only think of playing,
Mm-hmm.
not working, right?
Yes.
Okay, child labor is one of the world's biggest issues. Why
Yes.
is child labor a problem?
Oh, yes. I think the one of the most important reason of child labor is uh, poverty of family or a country,
Mhm.
because if if they have to uh, uh, if they want to live so all family members have to work,
Mhm.
and uh, because their parents parents payment is short
Mhm.
uh, for living all together.
Mhm.
So if children children don't work, uh,
Mhm.
they uh, they can't live anymore. So
Mhm.
uh, that is the most important reason, I think. Poverty.
Mm. Mhm.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Anyway, you mentioned their parents' payment. You should say salary.
Salary, yes,
Yes.
salary. Hmm.
Okay, that's right. So the biggest one of the or I mean, the biggest problem right now is child labor, and it happens because of yeah, very poor family or very poor country.
Yes.
So, um, question number three: what are the reasons behind kids being forced to work instead of study?
Hmm. Yes. It's. I think it's the same region. The um, family or country's poverty. Because of the poverty, they have
Mm-hmm.
to work over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, that's right. And also,
Mm.
yeah, poverty, and also here in our country, I just want to share.
Mm.
You know what? There are so many children working.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hmm.
The reason why they work is because some children they want to provide for their family
Hmm.
because their parents cannot work. Some,
Ah, yes.
maybe their parents are sick,
Oh.
or yeah, maybe their parents are working, but their parents do not have enough salary.
Hmm.
And you know why children work nowadays in our country? Because of the the number
Mm.
number of children
Hmm.
in one family.
Hmm.
Like what I um in Philippines, poor people have more children
Yes.
than the rich ones.
Mhm.
So, in some families, of course, their mother and their father are working, but let's say, for example, you have 10 siblings.
10.
So, yeah.
Oh,
So, of course,
too
your
many.
parents' salary is
Yes.
something. Yeah, it's very common, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sometimes 11, sometimes
Oh.
12.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
hmm
Yes.
I'm not so sure how
Mm.
many was that, but I remember like there's this one mother,
Mm.
she has
Uh-huh.
17, 18 children.
17.
Yeah.
18.
Mhm.
Oh,
And they are from a poor family. So
yes.
imagine that situation. So that's the reason why
Mm.
these children are working because of their
Yes.
situation.
Yes.
Mhm.
In Korea, it was the same. Uh,
Mhm.
Especially after the Korean War, right after the Korean War,
Mhm.
uh, they uh, they they had a lot of children, and
Mhm.
uh, uh, in average, 5 or 6 children.
Mhm.
But uh, if even if they give birth to a lot of babies, some
Mhm.
of them died from disease or
Mhm.
hunger.
Mhm.
So, but nowadays the most in Korea the most one of the most serious problems is that young people don't want to have babies. So
Mhm.
our our country's fertility rate is very low now.
Exactly.
So it's
Mhm.
a very big social problem. Yes.
That's right. Especially for women. Yeah, because
Hmm.
for men there is no problem. At
Yeah.
any age you can
Yeah.
actually have your babies. However,
Yes.
for women,
Yes.
it's really different. Like when you reach the age of 35 and still you don't have a baby,
Hmm.
it's going to be a very big problem, right?
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. And if you look at
Mm.
Korea situation,
Hmm.
most women they get married at the age of like 28, 29, right?
Hmm. Uh, yes, it was, but uh, the uh, age of marriage,
Mhm.
especially women,
Mhm.
are getting are getting uh, more more
Younger, older.
older. Ah, yes, are getting older. So
Oh.
I often see over 38 years old or even 35
Mhm.
years or they get married uh, at that ages.
Mm.
Uh, I think the average age of marriage marriage, especially women in women,
Mhm. Mhm.
is uh, from 30 or to 35 years old.
Oh.
Yes. Uh,
What do you think is the reason behind that?
because it is very it gets more difficult to get a job
Exactly.
and
Mhm.
to have a stable environment
Mhm.
to have a baby.
Mhm.
And moreover, uh, young women tend to think that my life is most important than any other things.
Mhm.
So uh, some women don't. Uh, some women think uh, think that uh, uh, it 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 it's better to live alone
Mm.
without marriage, get married, getting married,
That's not
and
a good way of thinking.
yes, and the other reason is
Mhm.
raising raising kids is
Mhm.
needs a lot of money and
Mhm.
a lot of effort,
Mhm.
so they don't want a lot of babies anymore. Mhm,
Mhm. Okay.
mhm,
I don't know why, but I think women should not think that way, right?
mhm.
Having a baby is is a very big responsibility. However,
Yes.
yeah, I think it's great because you will have someone with you,
Mhm,
someone you can grow old with, who can take care of you, right?
mhm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If in my situation,
Mhm.
I'll never think of becoming a very very old woman without someone beside me. No, I don't want to. I don't want that to happen.
I have. Can I? Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Uh, if you get married someday,
Mhm.
how many babies do you plan to have?
I actually have children, but I'm not married.
You got married?
No,
Oh,
I'm a single mom.
single mom. Oh, really?
Mhm.
Aha.
Yes.
Do you have baby right now?
Yeah, I have two
Oh,
boys.
two boys.
Yes, and yeah, it's like what I said earlier. It's very difficult. I'm a single mom. However, it's difficult to grow old alone. So of course,
Mm.
I still need someone. Maybe if someday,
Mhm. Oh,
someday there's someone.
yes. Oh, I think it's a very difficult thing, working and raising children to get at the same time.
Exactly, it's very
Yes.
difficult. Yeah, but I'm surviving because I'm strong.
Ah, really? Oh, you're great.
Yes, because
Yes.
I have to be strong for my kids, right?
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
How old are they?
My first son, he's 10.
10,
Yeah, and my second son is 7.
7.
Yeah, they're
Ah,
big. Yeah. Mhm.
yes. Okay. It's similar with my situation. My first daughter is 9, and my
Mhm.
second daughter is 7. Yes.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mhm. Okay.
Hmm.
So anyway, let's continue.
Hmm.
Are there any child labor cases in South Korea that you know of?
Uh, Actually, there are some cases uh, in Korea
Mhm.
in the past,
Okay.
but nowadays it it's not common because our uh, labor standard law
Mhm.
is becoming more strict.
Mhm.
So we don't often see those kind of cases.
Okay,
Mm,
that's great.
mhm.
Mhm. So, how does child labor harm young kids?
Yes, children. I think it can harm children physically and mentally,
Mhm.
uh, and it is a big loss uh, in terms of socially.
Mhm.
So uh, if children, for example, if children work for a long time,
Mhm.
like uh, over 10 hours a day,
Mhm.
uh, they uh, those environment can have a bad influence on children,
Mhm.
especially their growth. And children also might think that uh, I'm young, but I have to uh, uh, I have to earn a lot of money to
Mhm.
uh, support our family.
Mhm.
But uh, it's a very uh, mm, not good situation, I think.
Mhm. Okay, that's
Mm,
right.
mm,
So, um, instead of thinking of having fun,
mhm,
playing, they
mhm.
have to think of their family, right?
Yes, yes, right.
Okay, so what can be done
Mm.
about child labor?
Uh, First, I think the government should uh, restrict child
Mhm.
labor by strict law,
Mhm.
and uh, the the government also uh, force their uh, uh, people to get an appropriate education.
Mhm.
So uh, when they are educated properly, they don't uh, uh, they don't give birth to a lot of babies anymore.
Mhm.
So uh, the role of the government is very important, I think.
Mhm. Okay, that's right.
Mhm,
So, first thing
mm.
and foremost is education.
Yes, education.
Yes. So, if people are educated well,
Mhm,
that means they are not going to have that kind of life, right?
yes.
Okay. At what age should people be in before they start working?
Uh, I think people should uh, get compulsory education. So uh, after they graduate from high school,
Mhm.
uh, they can work from that time.
Mhm. Okay, that's right. I think that time they're already 18,
Yes,
right?
18. Yes, right.
Mhm. Okay. So,
Mm.
making kids work should be illegal? Do you believe so?
Making kids work. Yes, I believe because uh, uh, kids or children should be educated at a right time.
Mhm.
So I think kids shouldn't be shouldn't be worked for any reason.
Mhm. Okay. Kids shouldn't be working for any reason.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Mm,
Okay, that's right.
mm,
Now, what actions does your government
mm.
have towards child labor?
Uh, yes, the government these days our labor law system becoming is becoming more strict,
Mhm.
and uh, in the past the government was trying to find out uh,
Mhm.
uh, where some employers was wrong were
Mhm.
doing wrong.
Mhm.
But these days, uh, blowing whistle from inside system
Mhm.
is
Whistleblowers. Mhm.
yes, whistleblowers are
Mhm.
uh, becoming more and more common.
Mhm.
So uh, the role, I think the role of the government and
Mhm.
employers are very important for that.
Okay.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it's good because they have the whistleblowers, right?
Yes, whistleblowers.
Yeah, to find out if these people are really doing something wrong or not.
Yes, right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
And next question is
Mm.
what actions, oh, no,
Mm.
is doing household chores
Mm.
considered as a child labor? Why or why not?
Yes, I think it depends on where they work
Mm-hmm.
or uh, uh, they if they get some salary or not.
Mm-hmm.
So if uh, but for any reason, uh, it doesn't matter the kind of or the types of work.
Mm-hmm.
So household chores is also work.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, in that uh, so household chores is also uh, considered as a labor, child labor.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, but don't you think,
Mm.
uh, because especially if you have daughters, don't you think we should teach them at a very young age so that when they grow up, they already know what to do and they can live independently?
Mhm. Yes, uh, it has an educational aspect.
Mhm.
So, but it's not. I think it's not work. Just it's a educational uh, action. So
Mhm.
uh, I I don't give them some salary for that.
Mhm.
So in my case, my daughter works some household chores at my place.
Mhm.
It just uh, it just help her mother. So
Mhm.
uh, that's not child labor. I think that's not uh, child labor.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So yeah, because I actually here at a very young age, the mothers already teach their daughters how to wash the dishes,
Hmm.
yeah, how to cook rice.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Mm.
So Danny, that's all for today. But before I end the class, would you like to ask any question?
Uh, no, teacher.
Okay.
Mm.
So thank you so much for coming to class, and I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah. Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Mhm.
Yeah.